Alright, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to talk to you about the top exercises that you can do in the gym to really work out the shoulder muscles and to get those bowling ball shoulders that you always dreamed about. But yeah, this workout is going to be quite intense, so I hope you're ready for it. So the first exercise that you want to do is the military press. Now, you want to first of all you want to do start off with weight that you're comfortable doing about 10 to 12 reps in, and 4 sets. That's the key here, 4 sets. And to always rest for about 15 to 30 seconds in between each set. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. The first set that I did, I went heavy, so I did like about I'd say about maybe like 25 pounds. So not so bad. And then I did the same. I stick with the same weight for the second set, and in the last set, right, I cut the weight in half to about 50%, and I repped it out until failure. And that's what you want to do. You really want to constantly put the shoulder muscles in stress, right? And that's key. And you don't need to lift heavy. That's important too. Just stick with light weights for shoulder workouts. So the next exercise that I did the barbell press, shoulder press for barbells, Arnold press, and yeah, these are really good to do. And once again, I stuck with a weight that I was comfortable doing 10 to 12 reps in and 4 sets, right? And that's key. That's very important that you don't go so heavy and risk injury and incorrect form, right? Because the heavier the weight, the greater chance of you having poorer technique, right? So yeah, once again, 4 sets, 10 to 12 rep range, and in the last set that I did for this particular exercise, I did like a drop set, and you're gonna see like in a bit what I did, but it's quite like it's not a very common type of what I use to do as a drop set. It's not very common. I don't see a lot of people like doing what I did in the what I do in the gym. Like they don't like for this particular exercise. I haven't seen anybody do it before. So you're gonna see in a minute what I actually did. So yeah, I took like plates, like tiny plates, and then and I think they're about like 2.5 pounds or so, something light. And then I just did the same motion that you would normally do for the Arnold press, right? But focusing on going slow, and the key is to push through the pain. It hurts, but you got to keep going. You really got to engage those shoulders, and the more reps you do for shoulders, the better. It's a lot better. So yeah, moving on. So now we're doing the lateral raises. This is obviously a very common exercise that people do in the gym for shoulders. You got to make sure that you're not really swinging your back. And in this video, I am swinging my back quite a bit, which is what you shouldn't be doing. But yeah, I think I was using weight that was a little too heavy. But the key is to go slow and to do the high reps, right? Stick to the 10 to 12 rep range. If you can do more reps, that's better. 12 to 15. If you can stick with the 12 to 15 rep range, that's also good as well. But the key is to constantly put the shoulder muscles at stress. That is the key, and to just rep it out. Put in those reps, and that's what's the most important thing here, right? And once again, 4 sets, right? You're doing 4 sets. And then right away after my last set, I did the drop set. So I used the same tiny plates again. Now I'm just repping it out, doing it slow, focusing on form, focusing on the, visualizing, my shoulder muscles being contracted as I'm going up. Just pushing through, because that's the only way you're going to get results is if you tear those muscle tissues apart, right? And just push through. Okay, now the next exercise here that I'm doing is also not a very common exercise that I see people do in the gym. This is working the front shoulders, right? So yeah, you take the plate, you take a plate and you go up and you pretend like you're driving a car, like you're using a steering wheel in a car, right? And when you're doing this, you got to make sure that you're not swinging your body as well, so you're engaging the core, and you're fully twisting your arm almost to like 90 degrees, like your hand should be like, yeah, exactly, to almost 90. That's the most important thing, so that way you're really engaging that shoulder muscle, right? And again, that's 4 sets for that. Okay, next, now we're gonna work the rear delts, right? Now, rear delts are also very important because that also creates curvature for the shoulder, right? A lot of people disregard rear delts, but it's very important that you work on them. So yeah, I'm doing like I'm just going up, doing the 4 sets, 10 to 12 rep range, and just just repping it out. Focusing and visualizing my rear delts actually being contracted as I go. And now in the second and third set, what I did was I did something a little different. So let's see if you can notice what I'm doing, right? So yep, I go up, and then whoa. So did you notice that slight change? Did you notice? So I'm going back and forth between I'm going back, and then I'm also in the second rep, I'm going in an angle, right? In about a 45-degree angle in the second rep, and then I go back to the normal, and I go back to 45, right? That really engages the rear delts a lot more, and it keeps it different, right? It keeps things different. And yeah, the next exercise that I did was these pull-ups. So not pull-ups, sorry. Those pullovers, and then you're just going up, you're repping it out. This is one of the good finishers that you can do for your shoulder workouts. When you go up, make sure you pause for like at least a second, and you have to do this slow, right? As you go up and as you go down. A good trick, like a good tip, is to count in your head like 3 seconds as you go up and like 3 seconds as you go down, and keep that consistent. That's a really good way to really, really constantly engage the shoulder muscles, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here. We're trying to constantly put the shoulder muscles at stress. That is key. Okay, so next, so we're almost done our shoulder workout, so we're moving on to now for this particular exercise, I'm repping it out until failure. Because now we already worked all the shoulder muscles. We already worked the shoulders, right? With all the other important exercises. So now we're just killing it. Now it's just like mental game. It's a mental game here. You're repping it out until failure. You're not counting the reps. Don't count the reps. Just keep going, right? And you'll really feel it by this point. You honestly will feel it by this point. And stick with light weight. Don't go heavy on this, because then you're gonna start swinging your back like I did in the previous clips. So you wanna make sure that you're doing this slowly, right? And you're constantly putting the shoulders under stress. Okay, next. Now we're gonna work a little bit of the traps. Now I'm keeping things. I always like to keep my exercises unique and different. So the first 10 reps that I did, it was just regular, just shrugs, right? Just regular shrugs. And then I move the plates in front of me. And then I do another 10, right? Another 10 reps. And what that does is it engages it kind of like shocks the muscle. It shocks the trap muscles. It shocks the shoulder muscles. Like, wait, what are you doing? Like, I'm not used to this. Right? And now I'm doing C's. 10 reps with C rotation, right? And now the last 10 reps, I'm doing like quick shrugs, just to burn it out, feel it, right? And that's pretty much kind of the end of like this a basic end of the shoulder workout. I hope you learned something from this. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.